happens. So if you're watching this on a replay, my name is Matty. Welcome to Real Talk Tuesday. And today we're talking about how to collaborate with new audience. And the reason why we're talking about collaboration is because collaboration is so important, because collaboration allows you to grow. That's the number one reason that we collaborate with other people. And that's the number one reason why we grow. So bear with me, especially if you're watching me on Facebook as well. I wasn't hearing myself, and thankfully enough, someone actually heard me. Someone actually mentioned it to me, so that's wonderful. Thank you so much, Remini. So yes, I want to talk to you about collaboration. I'm going to answer some of your questions. So if you haven't seen me, also, I've been away for 2 weeks. I had to take the 2 weeks off. I had quite a lot of work to do, especially in terms of a collaboration that I am doing with one of my clients. I was creating a video promotion, which has been such a fantastic success. And I will tell you about it in a second. But bear with me. But today I'm going to answer some of your questions because you've actually sent me a couple of questions on collaborations and how is it useful? Is it useful? So I'm going to tell you what those questions are. So the questions I have for you today is, how should one go on creating collaboration? How do you decide when and with whom do you collaborate? How do you know you need to collaborate, and why is collaborating something to consider? Now, if you're new, the thing that I always say to you is you have to start collaborating. And the first collaboration you have to start doing is the one you do with yourself and the one you do with your audience. So if you guys are here and you're watching, we're collaborating. We're creating a partnership, a relationship. We're connecting via the screen, via the camera. You guys are the viewers, the watchers, the supporters, the community members, and the cheerleaders. And same here on my side. I'm here to cheer you on and answer some of your questions and assist you. So already there is a collaboration, because without the audience, there can't be any kind of platform. There can't be any kind of business. There can't be anything happening. You need a collaboration with your audience. So the first thing you have to do is you have to understand, what does your audience want? If you know what your audience wants when you're collaborating with them, then you are going to be able to grow. Because right then you'll know the difficulties that your audience is facing, the pain points that they're facing, the things that they need, and the thing that they want to achieve. Because knowing those things are so important. So if you have any question whatsoever, please leave it in a comment, and I will answer some of those questions as I go along. Bear with me, guys. If you're watching this from the beginning, I had no sound for 5 minutes. That happens to all of us. So there you go. But yes, please leave a comment in the comment section so I can answer your question. And thanks again for reminding me that there was no sound, because I actually clearly didn't see that. So the first thing I'm going to answer to you, the first question I'm going to answer to you is, how do you know if you need to collaborate? I've actually said it already. If you're a new person, if you're a newbie, as I said before, I posted a post today about being a newbie. If you're a newbie, if you're growing your platform or your audience and your business, you have to collaborate with other people. You collaborate with your audience first, but you have to collaborate with other people because you want to grow and you want to add to other people. But how do you go on adding to other people without sounding sleazy or without sounding like you only want something from them and you can't really add to them? So the first thing you need to know is that every one of us need to collaborate, because at the end of the day, no one can grow on their own. There is no one-man island. I mean, as they say, no man is an island. So you cannot actually physically grow by yourself. And in order to grow, you've got to grow with other people. So the first thing you've got to do is you have to start to find people that are similar to you. Okay, so Yes. So how do you know if you need to collaborate with other people? The fact that you need to grow. We all need to grow, and we have all levels of growth. Some of us start with one or two. Some of us start with three or four. Some of us start with, 50 or, 100, or we grow up to that level, and we still need to collaborate. Regardless of how many numbers, of how many followers, or how big our audience is, we've got to collaborate with people. Okay? As I said, we can't grow by ourselves. We have to grow with people. So the next thing that you need to think about is, how should you go on creating collaboration? So one of the things that I used to be afraid of creating collaboration in the beginning, because I used to think, well, I would love to collaborate with someone that has a huge, well, not necessarily a huge following, but someone that I admire and someone that I love, but I really don't feel like I am worthy enough, or even I don't feel like I have the capacity to be on the same level as that person. So how many of you have ever felt like that? So you know that you want to collaborate with a specific person. Maybe it's a workshop that you want to do. Maybe it's an event that you want to create, but you're too scared because you think, what can I give to that person? What would they see in me? How would I add to them? And the fact of the matter is, you have to see this as you adding to that person's audience. There's two ways of collaborating in this instance. You can either add to their audience, or they can add to you. Now, if someone has a bigger audience than you, then you really have to find something that is, I would say, something that they need, something that they really, really need that they don't actually have. Okay. So if you are good in a specific area and they don't have that, and you can see that they need that, then you can approach them. Now, sometimes they might say to you, it's not the right time, or they might look down on you because you don't have that many followers. So the other thing that you can start doing is also look for people that are maybe on the same level as you in terms of numbers, or even in terms of starting up, or even in terms of creating and building their audience, or maybe they are a few steps ahead of you, or maybe they're just new, but they're good at what they do. You have to find what you like about them. You have to find the synchronicity about them, and you have to make sure that your values are consent. They're like they gel. If you don't have those things, then what's going to happen is you're going to have difficulties having a partnership or collaboration with that person, because being in a collaboration is an actual relationship. Yeah. So I can show up online in many different platforms and not feel any kind of way because they're not my audience. But when I show up in my community, or even when you guys are watching me, I make the extra effort because I know that a lot of you will DM me, will comment, will ask me questions, will connect with me on so many types of level. So, and I enjoy working with a lot of you. There's majority of the people that are in my community I enjoy working with, like 99%. If there is 1% I don't enjoy working with, I will clearly not make the effort. But for most of it, I really make sure that I enjoy. So when you're thinking of a collaboration and how to know if this could be a good collaboration, you need to know, what could you add to that person? What could you give to that person's audience? Is it something that they're missing? So say, for example, they could be an influencer, they could be a fashion, a person who works in fashion, a stylist, or they could be someone who's really, really good in terms of presentation, and you are a designer, and you design either dresses, hats, glasses, you name it. What you could do is you could approach them and ask them if they'll be interested in, trying some of your products, or commenting on some of it, or reviewing some of it. And some of the most collaboration, a lot of the times, are a free exchange. Sometimes they are, and sometimes money is involved. But you have to look at it in the factors. What is it that you bring that's valuable to them? If you're bringing something that you create, that you do, that's quality, that person is more likely to be interested, regardless of how big or how small your audience is. I hope that makes sense. Please let me know in the comment if that makes sense. Yeah, let me know if that makes sense a lot. I mean, if that makes sense a little, a lot, just let me know in the comments so I know. Okay. So, how do you decide when and where to collaborate? Okay. You can decide clearly by the amount of times that you get to know that person. As we said, collaboration is a relationship that you built because we're on social media, not to be, here you go, buy my stuff, here you go, do this. But we are here to build relationships. It's the same thing as I say to you all the time. Video is that connection. You want people to remember you, you want to be memorable. You've got to build a relationship with those people. So, how do you know it's the time? You have to start by building some kind of communication. So, in the beginning, if you don't know this person, just start by commenting on their post. Just start by adding things and replying to what they post, and attending some of their events if you can. If there's something that you're really really interested, invest in what it is in that person, if that's something that's really adding to you. And then later on, as you build that relationship, build the courage, build the gut to actually say something, build the guts to actually be bold enough and say, hey, so I know that you do this and you have this to offer, and I know that what I do can really add to you. And I really, really, really believe that, it will help you to maybe look better, maybe improve how you deliver with your actual audience. Would you be interested in making this a partnership or a collaboration? Because that's what it is. That person might say yes, and that person might say no, and that person might say it's not the right time. Your job is just to ask. If they say no, it's actually okay. You do not have to hold a grudge. You don't have to get upset because they said no. At the end of the day, they're a person. They might see you not in the same way you see them, but it's the best way, the best thing to do is to give it a try. Okay? Give it a try. So, yes, that's the first thing. Now, if you want to make it easy for yourself, and as I said, if you're a newbie and you're starting off for the first time, I would say approach people, as I said before, that are, maybe newcomers like you, or a few steps ahead of you, or, might, you might have, engaged with them before or spoken to them before, and see if they would be interested in actually connecting with you. Because sometimes those are the easiest partnership, the easiest collaboration. If you have people who come on your page and comment on you a lot, and they have something else, they have an actual platform, reach out to them. Reach out to them. Don't say no, I have something to sell to you already. No, don't do that. However, reach out to them, talk to them, get to know them, ask them questions. Ask them how long they've been doing what they're doing. Ask them how long their platform has been going on. Ask them if there's anything that they need help with, or if you've noticed something about them that could be helpful, or if you can see that there's a synchronicity between the two of you. Maybe it's something that you both have in common. Maybe you both work in fashion. One of you works in jewelry and the other person works in, we'll say, shoes, or even with dresses or clothes. Then there's a slight connection there. Or if that person, I keep using fashion for a minute, and I don't know why, but it's the closest thing I can think about. However, it doesn't just have to be fashion. It can be a cross pollination. It can be someone that works in the health industry, and you work in shoes. Someone that works in the health industry and you work with food, and it could be healthy food, it could be drinks, it could be something, but you have to find a correlation, something that you both value. It could be health that you value, it could be style that you value, it could be presentation that you value. Pitch to that person and say to them, hey, so I know that we both have something in common. How about, we share this together? Would you be interested? Is that something I can do to add to your crowd? And maybe, it will help me as well. Find a reasonable ground. So I'm going to give you an example of what I've done in the past, and, collaboration that I've been doing recently. So in the past, I've done so many different types of collaboration. I've collaborated, a lot of the times I've collaborated with PR agencies or up and coming PR agencies. I've collaborated with artists, I've collaborated with other YouTubers, and I've collaborated with other people directly in my field. So coaches who are doing the exact same thing as me. Now, as long as that coach or that person that you work in your industry doesn't feel that you are a threat or intimidating, then it should work. If they feel uncomfortable, or they feel that you're a threat to them, then it may not work. Or if they don't see you on the same level as them, then it might also not work. So, be mindful that, as I said before, how does that person see you? I hope that makes sense. If that makes sense, let me know in the comment. Okay, let me know in the comment. I hope it makes sense. I hope it's adding to whatever plan that you have. So the other thing that I've done is, in the past, I've done collaborations where I've had several people ask me to wear some of their clothes, some of their brands, to events in return for me posting on my socials and letting them know who it is that the brand owner was from. So those are the type of thing that I've done. So you can do all sorts of collaborations. I want you guys to think of different types of collaboration you can do. Hello, Mountain of Inspiration. It's good to see you. Haven't seen you in ages. My goodness, we really need to connect again. I have not seen you in ages. I hope you're good. Yes. So, as I said, in terms of collaboration, think of, different people that you might be interested in working. But as we said, people that are reachable to you, and also people that might be big influences that, maybe you feel that you could add to. Always look for the entry point, the reason to be connected with them. What do you guys have in common, kind of thing. So one of the most recent collaboration I've done, and I'm truly, 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 truly proud of this, is, sorry, I'm drinking water. Hey, Break Out the Boss, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you guys. So one of the most recent collaboration I have done is I've done a collaboration with one of my coach, and it's been a really, really good thing. It's been a very, very good thing, and I'm really, really proud of it. So for those of you who don't know, I edit and I create promotional video for other people. That is a service that I provide as well. And I also teach my community how to create their own promotional videos. And a lot of them recently have asked me that we need to do a masterclass on how to create promotional videos, like short videos that are teasing and are really, really captivating and engaging. So that's something that we're going to be doing very, very soon, probably this month. And as I was working with my coach and my coaching was coming to an end, I noticed that she needed help with her YouTube videos. And also, I noticed that, there were certain things that she could do with editing her videos. And funny enough, when I approached her to help her with her SEO and YouTube. And as she got to know me, she actually said to me, I actually love the way you edit your videos. Do you think that you could edit this video for me? In the beginning, um, I didn't think, I could do it for her because I just didn't think I would be able to do it. And funny enough, I had been editing videos for other people the last year and a half. So I've edited videos for professional purposes, for friends and other connections in the past. But I didn't feel like I was at the same level. I just didn't feel like I had it. And we finished doing. So we did a. I created I've done 2 promotional videos for her already. I did one last year and I did one this year where it's a video for her, an actual launch event that she's having this week actually. And I'll tell you a bit more about it in a second. And what happened was we've worked on this video for like a good week. It was a really long video and it needed a lot of elaborating. So I took my time. I really took my time and I said to her, okay, I'm going to create this video this way. And because I already kind of understand her style and I understand her brand, it was easy for me to deliver something that was going to be connecting with her values and really understanding what she's all about. So we posted the video literally last week, Wednesday. And I remember she literally went in like a space of 3 days. She went 5,000 subscribers. Boop, like that. And they have sold nearly 700 tickets for their 1,000 tickets event. Yes, that's how quickly. And we were supposed to use the videos for advertising and for Facebook adverts, but we never did because the videos kept driving traffic, and it keeps driving traffic as we speak to the event. It keeps driving traffic right now as we speak to her services. And that is really something I'm really, really proud of. And that's a really good collaboration. Now, what does that do? Okay. So for me, for someone like myself, it does actually you know, show my skills and my capabilities. Either way, if I was speaking at an event, it would be the same thing. I would get the reviews, I would get the feedback, and I'll be able to use that review and that feedback to create trust in new audience members, in people that have never met me, in people that want to work with me, in people that are curious about what I do. So, in a sense, it's been an absolute godsend because it's growing her subscribers on YouTube, and it's also driving a lot of traffic, as I said, to her event. So that is a really, 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 really good collaboration. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a very, very, very good collaboration. She keeps telling me about it every day, literally. Oh my God, Bassy, I love this video. I've been watching it like every day. She's been rewatching and rewatching and rewatching and rewatching and rewatching and rewatching the video. As I said, it's only the only work that I've done is editing that video and shared it, but the rest she created the content. She had to speak in front of the camera. All I did was made it look and felt like the message was right. Added the lights, the transitions, the right type of video B-rolls, and all these different type of things that you have to do to make a video be engaging for a promotion. So that is a different type of collaboration. And I really, brought something to the table. So, in concluding this this session, I want you guys to start thinking of what kind of collaboration could I do? I want you guys to start thinking of the fact that you've got something to offer. Okay, you have to see yourself as the fact that you have something to offer. In fact, something that I've learned this week that was so funny, you have to start listening to your own press. Okay, I heard that this week in a group that I was in a prayer group. It was really funny. One lady was saying that we have to start listening to our own press. You know, when you listen to the news, the press on, you know, on TV, and the bad news and the everything, you know, read all about it, disaster, disaster. In your head, you probably have the same press telling you, "Oh my God, you're no good. Oh my God, you can't do it. Oh my God, you're crap. You're this and you're that." You've got to stop listening to your own press. You've got to change the press that's going on in here. You've got to change. You got to get rid of the Geraldines. You got to get rid of the Francines, and you got to transform and make sure that you believe and you bring something to the table. If you cannot see what you can bring to that table, to that person, then when you start speaking to them, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get this opportunity to work with them. You're not going to get this opportunity to speak on their, you know, speak at their event. If it's speaking that you want to do, if it's a video collaboration that you want to do, you're not going to be able to do that. If it's creating a product for them to wear, you're not going to be able to do that. So I really want you to start believing in what you have to offer, because you've got to suffer something. You've got something amazing to offer. I don't know if you know this, but you have something amazing to offer. Okay, that is the truth. Thank you so much. Break out the box. Break out the box. It's clapping your hands right now. Thank you so much. Break out the box. You've got to you've got to realize that you've got something to offer. So in finally saying this is, collaboration is fantastic for growth. And as newbie, and even when you're not new, even when you're an existing person and you get to another level, you have to start choosing wisely. Who do I want to collaborate with? You know, who would be adding to my crowd, and who can I be adding to their crowd? You know, always look. There's always something that you can add to someone else. There's always a connection. Maybe there's a connection between you and that person and someone else that they know. But always look for what and how is connected. If it feels, if when you approach them, it feels that this collaboration and partnership might be not warm enough, then keep getting to know them, keep commenting, keep adding to their crowd, keep, you know, bringing them something different, because only when you start to build and connect in that relationship, guess what? Then you're going to start creating miracles, like literally miracles. I'm not kidding. I almost dropped my phone. It's not the video. I almost dropped my phone. So, in closing this, yes, it is my birthday. Not today. Tomorrow. Woo, 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 woo. It's my birthday. Yay! Can we get an amen? I made it to 2021. And since it's COVID, I'm going backward. A year and a half backward. Good, yeah. It's my birthday tomorrow. And I'm excited. So because I'm excited and I'm feeling really blessed and grateful and super, super appreciative of your collaboration and what you bring to me, I'm going to be giving a giveaway tomorrow. Here's what you need to do if you want to get the giveaway. Okay? Take notes, take some pens. Here's what you need to do. If you want to be part of my giveaway tomorrow, you got to show up on my Instagram page, or you can join me in my Authentic Voices group, and I'll be announcing the giveaway. I'm going to give quite a few things as a giveaway, some discounts to some of the things that I do, some of my services. So a lot of you ask me things about being on my membership, working with me on a one-to-one. There's a lot of things I'm going to be giving away tomorrow. So there's going to be a lot of good stuff for you guys. So make sure that you show up on my Instagram tomorrow. I'll be posting. If you what you can do is underneath in the description there is a link to my Instagram. If what you can do is you can go and connect with me on Instagram and leave a comment and tell me what is it that you have learned from being on my page or connecting with me via what I deliver online. If you can let me know what that is, I will make sure that if you miss it, I will DM you the information to the link of my giveaway tomorrow. So whatever you do, don't miss it. If you're watching on replay, don't miss it, okay? Because it's only going to be available for a limited time. And as I said, I'm feeling super generous and super kind because it's my birthday. And I always like to give stuff on my birthday. Hey, feel free to give me stuff as well. You know, if you want to give me things for my birthday, you are absolutely welcome to do that too. Absolutely welcome. Yes. So I am going to love you and leave you, but I want to know before we go in the comment, let me know what do you feel, what type of collaboration do you want to make? You know, from listening to what I've told you today, what type of collaboration do you want to start doing today or in the next couple of weeks? What type of collaboration would you like to do? Let me know in the comment quickly. I'm going to give you a few seconds. Thank you, Mountain of Inspiration. It's tomorrow. Okay. Wonderful, wonderful. Whatever type of collaboration you choose and you decide to do, make it happen. Don't be afraid. Don't look at your numbers. Don't look at what you don't have, but rather look at what you already have and look at the connection between you and that person. Look at what can I add to them? What can I offer them? Not necessarily what can I get from them, because that's going to send a wrong message and that's not going to help you on the long run. But if you can see that you can definitely add to that person, or if you really want to do something with them, go for it. Don't be afraid. The only thing that they can do is say no. And that's it. That's it. Okay, my lovelies. I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm going to get ready for the countdown because tomorrow is D-Day. I will see you guys in the next video. I'll see you soon.